The push to complete the U.S. 2020 census has already started.
Sounds strange. Local, state, and federal officials are already encouraging people to complete it, saying the more people who participate, the better it is for our community. As Aisha Morales explains in our top story tonight, our region and the state stand to benefit from the census in many ways.
Promotion for the 2020 census has kicked off.
From determining the number of seats each state has in the U.S. House of Representatives to planning for roads, schools, and hospitals.
Even locally, there are now 2020 census committees, and planning officials are preparing, starting out the community mapping process.
As areas have grown, roads have been extended, there's whole new populations that exist today or whole new neighborhoods that exist today that did not exist back in 2010.
Each year, the federal government distributes more than $675 billion to states and communities based on Census Bureau data.
We've certainly seen growth, and I think what will be interesting to see is where has that growth occurred, what kind of population changes, what kind of demographic changes have we seen within the community.
Lamine calls it a foundation of our democracy, as census results are also used to redraw district lines.
And it's also important in terms of the funding perspective to go out and receive those grant dollars. We need this information, and the more accurate it is, the better it is for us in terms of building our case when we're going out to try to get funding.
It even gives planning officials an idea of where public transportation services should be. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, another reason why it's so important to get that census done is because businesses use that data to know where to open up their shops. For the first time, the U.S. Census Bureau says, aside from mail and by phone, you'll be able to respond online. Aisha Morales, Action 2 News.
The 2020 census is closer than you think. This is just a quick refresher about what it's all about. First, everyone counts. The census counts every person living in the U.S. once and in the right place. Secondly, it's in the Constitution. Our nation's founding documents mandate a census every 10 years. The first one was conducted back in 1790. And finally, it's about fair representation. The results of every census are used to reapportion a U.S. House of Representatives, the U.S. House of Representatives, and state districts to account for population shifts inside the country. If you have more questions about the upcoming census, we've got you covered. You can get all the answers to the questions you may have by clicking on to the links section of WBAY.com.